Okay, first of all, for the first person, I want to introduce the chairman in our section. At the first section, Associate Professor Pani Panipa Siwat Piriangtep. And section 2, the chairman is Assistant Professor Marasi Ryangchit Chachawan. And section 3, the Assistant Professor Dr. Panida Chan Kiat Gong. And the finally section, Dr. Prapron Chaiwat Prontip. Okay, if your presentation for the conference presentation, you have a 15-minute tour presentation. If you got over time, you will hear this thing sound, tick, 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 tick. After presentation, you will get the question and answer within the 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the presentation is begin. Please welcome to the chairman as a leader in this section. I move to the section 1 for the chairman is ASO Professor Dr. Panipa Siwa Piriangtep. Okay, thank you. Oh, so sorry, Associate Professor Panipa, please to turn on your microphone.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I will be sharing this session for 2 topics. The first speaker is Nipitpawn Limpanich. He joined us from the Department of Biology, Chiang Mai University. Her topic is HPLC-RID, sugar content analysis of date juice and processed product from low quality Thai cultivar date palm. And she start her presentation.
Thank you, Kha. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my presentation. Let me start by saying just a few words about myself. I'm Nipitpawn Limpanich. I'm a master's degree student of biology at Chiang Mai University. In my presentation, I would like to report on HPLC-RID, sugar content analysis of date juice and processed products from low quality Thai cultivar date palm, or scientific name is Phoenix dactylifera cultivar KL1. I'm going to start with what is KL1 dates. KL1 was developed from the breeding of Delecnoa and Baihi cultivars. This is dioecious, denoting that the trees are either male or female tree. The mature fruit color is yellow to red. It has sweet, juicy, and crunchy, but has some too astringent and bitter. That means Thai farmers lost huge money every year because some of fruits were not good enough for sale. Therefore, low quality KL1 was developed into juice and syrup. The purpose of this presentation is to analyze for types and amounts of sugar of KL1 dates juice and its products. Furthermore, this data could help to establish and verify the health benefits of daily consumption for customers. The first of method, we harvested low quality fresh juice and replaced KL1 was provided by Wood Date Palm Farm in Chai Prakan, Chiang Mai, Thailand, between June and September 2020. Secondly, the first days were washed through tap water and then air dry before keeping in Ziploc bag at -20 degrees Celsius until use. The dates were divided into 4 groups. 1. Fresh juice. Fresh dates fruits were added with water 1:2 ratio then ground with electronic blender. 2. Boiled juice. Refreshed dates were added with water, 1:1 ratio, and then boiled on hot plate at 130 degrees Celsius for an hour. 3. Resort juice. Made from boiled juice was further retorted at 180 degrees Celsius under pressure at 1.8 bar for 15 minutes to sterilize. The juice can keep longer for at least 1 year at room temperature. And the last, syrup, also made from the boiled juice, was slowly stirred on a hot plate until viscous. Next, a simple preparation. 1 gram of each standard sugars was dissolved in 15 milliliters of the ice water, then diluted in various fine concentrations. Standard sugars and samples filtered through nylon membrane filter in HPLC vial. After that, the HPLC system was validated by linearity, precision, accuracy, and sensitivity. The standards and samples were performed by HPLC coupled with reflective index detector. Analysis was acquired the solvent carbohydrate analysis column. The injection volume was 3 microliters and performed with isocratic system, 25% acetonitrile with 25% water. A flow rate of 1 to 4 milliliters per minute at 30 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. The results show the selectivity of compounds was determined by the correlation of retention times between 3.9 to 7.8 minutes. Others are as follows: fructose, glucose, galactose, sucrose, and maltose, as shown in figure. All validation factors were in the range of standard limitation, as you can see the table on screen. Relative standard deviation of all the parameters intraday and interday was less than 2%. Percent recovery between 99.86 to 106.3. Limit of detection and limit of quantification were lower than the amount of each sugar found in samples. All the samples contain only 2 kinds of monosaccharide, are fructose and glucose. All those graphs, the syrups show the higher amounts of total sugar compared to fresh juice, which reveal the lowest amount of total sugar. And only one disaccharide is sucrose. Its variance amount of amount. Moreover, they do not detect maltose and galactose in products. Then next slide show you the percent of total sugar content. Fresh dates juice, glucose, almost 2 times higher than fructose and sucrose. The boiled juice and syrup presented glucose almost the same ratio with fructose, but really raised sucrose. Only little juice exhibiting the higher fructose than glucose and sucrose. The total amount of sugar was different due to evaluated by food maturity, state, the increasing of time and temperature of heating. Food are not ripe and not be developed through the heating condition, produce less sugar. But when they are ripening, their starch stored in fruit gradually degrade into mono and disaccharides. Therefore, all products from ripe dates such as boiled juice, retort juice, and syrups has higher amounts of sugar than fresh juice. The studies of Wu and co-workers supported our study of the increasing amounts of sugar through increasing of time and heating. As sugar, sucrose in boiled juice decreased compared to fresh juice due to sugar is heated. The sucrose breaks down into its component units, breaking glycosidic bond which joins fructose and glucose units. But only the retard juice show the opposite results and has high amounts of sucrose. This sample was the only one that performed under pressure together with a high temperature, might transform starch into sucrose. Then the degraded glucose formed sucrose would probably convert into fructose instead. And when this was solely stirred until viscous, or fructose and glucose and sucrose increase, which is KL1 products by more than 100 of people in different range of age, 18 to 65 years old. More than 90% like our products. Since products have better taste, no astringency, and bitterness compared with fresh food. In conclusion, the heating and pressure increasing the amount of all sugars and destroy the astringency and bitterness. Our study could promote the possibility of developing low-quality KL1, a source of natural sugars, into new products. This study is only first step of product development, which requires further intensive study. The researcher was supported by Research and Researcher for Industry, Thailand Science, Research and Innovation. I remain most grateful for your attention. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we are happy to answer them.
Thank you very much, Nipitpawn. It's very interesting topic for today. And now I would like to open the stage for any question, and you can share the opinions with her. Please ask the question. Please ask the question. Any question in this session for this topic? And if no question, and I would like to share the opinion on this topic that Nipitpawn said that when you have double heating, like you heat the juice to be the syrup, and you said that the starch change to be the monosaccharide, right? And I just think that for the next research, you should measure the starch to compare when you treat with the fresh juice or boiled juice or retort juice. I think that will be add more information for your explanation. How you think? Yeah. How you think about that?
I think I agree to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If no question and no opinion, I would like to thank Nipitpawn again, and I would like to move to the next topic